Well, good morning. I'm Randy Parker. I've lived in Manomet for 40 years. I've known Tidmarsh Farms for 30 of that. For Tidmarsh Farms to turn and look with their children at this property a few years ago and to decide to restore 200 acres of cranberry bogs to wetlands is a feat that is just so benevolent and beneficial to the community.
We're here at the Eel River Headwaters Preserve about 3 years after the restoration project was completed. As a former commercial cranberry farm, this site was characterized by many of the same stressors that are present at Tidmarsh Farms, including barriers to the movement of fish and wildlife and water and sediment, simplified biological structure. The site was essentially managed for monoculture, water control structures, sand layer that made the site dry, and all of that was addressed in a comprehensive restoration action here between 2009 and 2010.
I'm Eric Hutchins from the National Marine Fisheries Service, the NOAA Restoration Center. The particular reason that our agency, and me personally, want to pursue restoration at this site as well as throughout New England is to restore commercial and recreational marine species. And even though we're a mile up this watershed in a freshwater system, this site has particular value for American eels, blueback herring, but they need to get through this system. They can't get through the sand, they need to get over this small dam, and it's not going to take an awful lot. We're going to be able to, here in the next couple of years, be able to get these fish up to that system.
My name is Gershon Duplan. I'm a PhD student at the MIT Media Lab, and together with Brian Mayton and my advisor Joe Paradiso, we've been thinking about how to instrument this site with sensors and sensor networks, and also thinking about how people who visit the site will experience the sensor data from the sensor networks. And we have an opportunity here, and actually sort of a challenge, which is we have all this digital information, and we don't want people walking around on in parks going like this to perceive that information. So we have to come up with really creative ways to get that information to them that are more like the way that we experience the world now. So that's the opportunity that the site presents. And then I think the lessons that we learn from that can be applied in the world where we interact with other kinds of digital information, and we don't want to always have something in between us and our environment.